Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to auscastnetwork.com for details.
In a world where everyone says hello,
they dare to say,
g'day.
Yeah, g'day.
Yeah, g'day.
Yeah, g'day. Yes. Good day. Yeah. G'day. G'day. Yeah. G'day. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Good day.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
Good day.
G'day. Hey. Yeah. G'day. Yeah. G'day, Tim.
Yeah, g'day, Leon.
Yeah. G'day, everyone.
Yeah, g'day, everyone.
Welcome to Yeah G'day, the completely complete guide to Australia and surrounding Australia.
Part 1.
The second
Yes, of a whole.
piece
Yes.
of
The complete part 1 of 6-part guide to Australia.
a larger mini-series
Yeah.
that makes up a full-length documentary.
There's a lot of parts. It'll be delivered in various different fashions.
And mediums.
One of them's fashion, which is interesting. Yeah.
The fashion of Australia. Tim, welcome back for another episode. of
Thanks
Yeah
for having
G'day.
me back.
It's good to have you on as a guest so regularly.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just wondering when the producers are going to move me from a guest star to one of the regular cast.
We have to ask both our producers, Ali Shantz and, as of this week, Bree Weeks.
I want to be in the opening theme. You know, they flash me up with my name.
You want to be at the end of the credit where it says
Because at the moment,
with
yeah,
Tim Green or
Well, no,
starring Tim Green.
because at the moment, it just like the episode starts and then it just says guest starring Tim Green,
Yeah.
which is just, it's nice to get the acknowledgement, but
You want to have like the credit of big name actors like Robin Williams. You know, you want to have that
Yeah.
with Robin Williams at the end of the title sequence.
exactly.
You never want to be the first person.
No.
Anyway, we have successfully talked at each other for a year now.
One whole year.
It was a year on Tuesday just gone.
Well,
but
a bit longer than that, but a year since the,
the relaunch.
yeah.
Well, Tuesday was 1 year since the relaunch. Grab my nose then, as I said
did.
that, which was nice. Tuesday was 1 year since the relaunch, and it was also 2 years since we started recording in Tim's bedroom
Aye.
in Sydney
Yes, this is correct.
with the highly regarded and highly rated episode, Dating.
Yeah. Oh, we got some real Aussie stuff out there, didn't we?
We sure did with that one, especially all the incest talk.
Yeah.
But it's and so today is 52, episode 52.
Yep.
That's how many weeks there are in a year, I'm led to believe.
That's what I've been told. That's what they taught me in school.
We haven't missed an episode in a year,
No, we haven't.
and we've never done a best of either.
No.
So here's the best of episode.
yeah.
And cut.
Enjoy this.
It'll be
No.
10 seconds long. Yeah, so it's been good.
Congrats
Lots
to us.
Lots has happened. Yeah, 10 points to our house.
Indeed.
The Yeah G'day door. Tim, last week
Yep.
we did Dick Smith.
Yeah. Dick.
The week before that, Fanny Durack. Fanny, Dick.
Dick and Fanny.
But what could possibly come next?
I think I know where you're going with this, but I want to spoil it, so I'll let you say it because you've set the joke up.
I have set it up, so that's usually
You
but
get the
do you want to?
payoff.
You can. We can.
No.
We can.
You get-
I'll cut myself out. You can set it up if you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah. Anus. Oh, no, that's not it. Sorry.
Pretty close. Russell Coight.
Coit.
Fanny Dick Coight.
Yep.
Coit is
man.
another word for butthole.
Yes, for those.
Anus.
I don't know if that's a universal term. I think that's Australian, right?
Possibly.
Yeah.
We play a game called Coits down here. Has nothing to do with anuses.
Well,
Unless you play it a
depends how you
different
play
way.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So Russell Coight. Now, it'll become apparent why we're talking about this excellent human being of a man as we go on. But the best part is this trilogy that we've released of Fanny, Dick and Coit.
Beautiful.
Now, for all you Americans that think of Fanny as a bum, you're wrong.
Well, they're a bit right. They're a bit wrong.
Anyway. But we're talking about the Australian use of the word Fanny.
Yeah.
And so that's how we get the Holy Trinity.
It's a good lol.
We're having a giggle. Next week, Mrs. Tit.
Yeah.
So
We could do it.
I don't think there is a Mrs. Tit or a Mr. Tit.
Titmouse.
A tit's the bird Australian. Anyway, we're off track already and we haven't even started. Russell Coight, Tim. Australian sweetheart, icon, hero, heartthrob.
Yeah, all of those things. Mostly sweetheart. Russell Coight. How do you describe him? He is a man.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Sums it up, yeah.
I think, what does he refer to himself as? He refers to himself as an outback man.
Oh, well.
And-
if you're going to put a word to describe this man.
And what an outback man. No, Russell Coight is a character. Well, character in the sense of he's very interesting.
Yeah.
In a particular TV show called All Aussie Adventures. Now, that particular show, I guess it's kind of similar to our show. It's a bit of a guide to the Aussie bush.
It is.
Hosted by Mr. Coight, Sir Coight.
It is. Because once you explore your Aussie bush, you should check out the Coight.
Yes. We're going to have those all through
Waka
the
waka.
episodes, so tune out now to miss all of them.
I was going to make a Woody Woodpecker sound, but I don't want to edit the burst in level later on.
I don't know what that sound is.
Yeah, so you're right.
Yes.
He came before this show, but if anything, he was the inspiration.
Possibly.
And
Yeah,
we
why
will
not?
talk about the legitimate inspiration that he gave us when it came to our first video that we ever released, because that was inspired by some of
It was.
Coit's work.
So let's get down to the brass tacks of it. The reality.
The reality.
Let's go behind the curtain.
Ooh, part the kimono.
And see what the wizard looks like, apart from that creepy big head that keeps yelling at us.
I see where you went with that.
Yeah, it's a Wizard of Oz reference. Very obscure, and I did go about it in a very roundabout
I thought it was
way.
I thought it was
if
the
you,
Wiz
if you
reference.
kept up with it, if you keep up with any of my bullshit references, honestly, I do give you credit.
Oh, it's Sunday.
So yeah, All Aussie Adventures. It's a mockumentary TV series. Parodies the travel adventure genre, of which there are quite a few different shows all around the world, but particularly it parodies Australian ones.
Like Getaway and Getaway.
Yeah.
And when Better Homes and Gardens paired up with Getaway.
Yeah. The Bush Tucker Man is another one that it kind of parodies. Steve Irwin's stuff.
Yes, a lot of Irwin-esque.
Yeah. Basically, you kind of watch every week. It starts with Russell, and he gives some kind of reason for him to be going out into the bush.
An epilogue.
Yeah. And he kind of narrates as he goes, and he'll stop along the way and meet people that live out there or see different animals, often endangered. And he always gets himself into some shenanigans, some kind of comedic situation, usually involving the almost extinct animal being killed or
Now-
the habitat being destroyed or something of that nature.
I don't want you to think that All Aussie Adventures is a comedy. Now, Tim used the term mockumentary to mean more real documentary.
Yeah.
And if comedic things do have it. Now, Russell's, because in All Aussie Adventures, he's really a man of the people, isn't he?
Oh, he is. Yeah.
He meets up with mates. He shakes their hands. He meets
Yep.
up with more mates. Shakes their hands. Finds people on the side of the road in trouble. Shakes their hands.
Yep.
Helps them out. Sometimes their car gets totaled. That's not his fault.
No.
Sometimes he's got an echidna under his wheel and he goes to go forward, but he goes backwards. Kills the echidna. It's not his fault.
It's classic stuff. Yeah.
It's classic goof.
Yeah. So that's and you mentioned the handshakes. One of the common recurring themes. Well, not just with a handshake, but with it, some of the shots in general is their repetitions or they're kind of out of context. They don't fit the context.
It's
fun.
literally all I care about.
Yeah.
The series is wonderful, but if I had to pick one thing to watch for the rest of my life, it would just be the handshake scenes from All Aussie Adventures.
Yeah.
Because what happens in the first episode, I believe it's the first episode where he meets... Is that where he meets... Can't remember if he meets a Caucasian Australian or if he meets an Indigenous Australian.
I think there's versions of both. Yeah.
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 So he shakes their hand in the very first episode, and one of them's like over a fence as well. So it's you can very much tell whose hand and when he is shaking it.
Yeah.
For the remainder of the series, every time he shakes someone's hand, it is the shot from the first episode of him shaking the other person's hand.
Yeah. So, and then there's other things like if they're filming in the Northern Territory, there'll be shots that are very clearly in somewhere like Victoria and things of that nature that are just thrown in. And it's to point fun at these travel shows and how constructed and silly they are.
And the handshakes, when Tim and I sat down for Yeah G'day Food, the very first video that we made, well, I don't know if Tim went in with it, but my only goal was to recreate Russell Coight scenes where we used repetition. So if you remember us putting things in the oven,
Yes.
we very distinctly wore coloured blazers so that in the future, if we ever put something in the oven again, we can use the same cut. And we use the same cuts throughout.
We'll keep all of that. Absolutely.
Influential work.
Yeah. So what's some of Russell's skills?
Oh,
He's got a lot of skills.
number one is bush dancing, I would say.
He's a good bush dancer.
That's obviously number one.
Yeah. Oh, the man can break it.
He can definitely break
he can
it.
cut foot loose, as it were. No,
Bush foot loose.
He's a bloody good. Bird call.
He can do a
He
bird
claims he can do over 100 different bird calls, which is a lot of bird calls. I couldn't even tell you 100 birds.
I can't even do one bird call,
Yeah.
aside from Woody Woodpecker.
Yeah. So he reckons he can do 100. He's good at finding bush tucker.
Oh, he's great at finding bush tucker.
Yeah.
Whether you can eat it or not.
It's not really important, is it? Likes to fart.
He does eat beans a lot on the road. When you're on the road, eat some beans.
Well, this is the thing, isn't he? He's a country man. He's out there,
Travelling
outback man. And when he comes across city slickers as well.
Wow.
He doesn't have time for. He'll help them. He'll help them, but he doesn't have time for those city slickers.
No, because they're the ones getting themselves into trouble. They ran out of petrol. You've got to, you need to know how much is. You need to have 40 litres of water per person per day per meal
Plus a litre for each
kilometre.
Yeah.
We're paraphrasing.
Yeah.
I think that Russell Coight is basically every Australian dad. Because Russell Coight goes out of his way to inform people that may or may not have knowledge about their surroundings or what they're up to. He has to tell them about it.
He does like to display his expertise.
Yeah, in bush tucker, bush dancing.
Yeah. As to whether that expertise is on I think that even makes it more like an Australian dad. Whether that expertise is actually correct or not, it's not important. It's all about sharing it.
Uluru is about 10 Ks across. I don't think that's right, Dad. No, I think it looks about 10 Ks to me.
Yeah, no, that'd be about 10 Ks, wouldn't it? So the actual TV show itself, how long has it been on? So it ran on Network 10, 5th of August 2001 to 29th of September 2002.
5th of August 2001.
Yeah.
Well,
So it's
interesting.
The original season was older,
Yes.
and it had 2 seasons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both crackers.
Both crackers. There was a 14th of November, on the 14th of November 2004, there was a telemovie. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
Yeah, we'll have to find that.
Is that on our DVD?
It's called Russell Coight's Celebrity Challenge. I can actually vaguely remember it because I'm pretty sure nobody on it was actually a celebrity, and that was part of the joke.
So the original I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out Here.
Yeah, minor fictional celebrities joined him in the outback.
I wonder if that's on the DVD.
Yeah, probably.
Tim and I
Yeah.
have the 2 seasons of All Aussie Adventures on DVD.
Yeah, but the big news is he's back.
Tonight. The 5th of August.
5th of August 2018, he's back for season 3.
7 years after the first episode. He's back. Bigger. More Australian than ever.
It should be a bloody good romp, I reckon.
I would say after 7 years of being in the bush, he's probably picked up a thing or two, Tim.
Oh, I reckon he probably would have, Yep. Who else works on it? He's got Tom Gleisner.
Really?
Who's quite well known in Australia. Yeah, he directed most of the first 2 seasons.
Thing about Tom Gleisner, when we get to the episode about Tom Gleisner, now, as we've said before, and Tom, if you're listening, I do apologise, he's not the funniest man when he is in front of the camera and doing stuff. He is probably the best Australian TV show host.
He's a good host.
Excellent host. And a phenomenal writer and director and stuff. Because a lot of Australian TV and cinema, he's been involved in some way.
Yeah, so he wrote and directed pretty much all of it, actually.
Wow.
And he's on for the 3rd season as well.
That's important.
And of course, there's Glenn Robbins, who does does kind of assistant directorial.
Glenn and Russell have
role.
a very what I can only describe as a tense relationship. You never see them in the same place together.
No, that's strictly in their contract. They can't work at the same time.
In the first season, there was a bit of... sometimes we saw them together in publicity shots, but after that, the tensions rose.
Yeah.
I think it's because Glenn leads that city slicker life that Russell Coit's just not about.
It seems like maybe Glenn does it as a bit of a favour to Tom Gleisner.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, no, there's definitely tension there.
A lot of tension.
It's good that they can overcome it to work together.
Some people say they look like each other. I don't think that's true.
I guess there's similarities, but no.
Russell's got, sun-kissed skin.
Yeah.
And he wears an Akubra. You ever seen Glenn Robbins wearing an Akubra? You bloody idiots.
No. Russell's, he's a manly man. Glenn, not so much, I reckon.
Glenn's a man's man.
Yeah. He's a man's man. 100%.
I don't even know what either of those things mean. Is there anyone else of note working on that show?
Not really. It seems like it's those guys who do a lot of the work.
Russell, Glenn, and Tom.
Yeah. I mean,
Trinity.
there's obviously camera crews and whatnot, but I don't know their names individually.
You know what? For those people who are unfamiliar with Russell's work, he's the original and the authentic, I have to say, Bear Grylls.
Yeah, that's true.
Of the Aussie outback.
Yeah, I'd say he's probably one of the first men to ever drink his own wee, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
He might not be in the series, but I'd say he probably would have.
He does it for taste.
Yeah.
More than anything. I do it because I like the taste.
Good on him.
What else is that? What else is there?
That's it. That's all Aussie adventures.
What's so we've touched on hitting the echidna. Oh, he also likes to get nude. That's the other thing. He's good at being nude. See a lot of Russell Coit's coit.
Yeah, very true.
Very white. Very white.
Oh, very white.
We've talked about the echidna. We've talked about the handshakes. What's another favourite moment for you from the original 2 seasons?
I'd say when he'll pull up and he'll have a cup of tea with like a rancher or somebody out there. And they'll just kind of be sitting there in silence, and then it'll be the voiceover will be like, "Oh, it's great to catch up with Dave. We never stop talking."
Loves a yarn.
They're just sitting there
going, yeah.
They're sitting there in complete silence the entire time.
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
I would say, aside from the many times that he somehow manages to injure himself, falling over a fire or something like that. I would say one of my favourites is very subtle. In the episode where he's in the Daintree, the soundtrack that goes with it, that I believe is by his cousin or something,
right,
is a song in the background, very ambient, nice sounds, and the singer in the background is just going, Daintree.
Right.
And that's a favourite of mine.
Lovely.
Did you sit around and watch it with your family?
We did. I can't say I watched it as religiously as you, but it was on the TV and we did enjoy it when it was on.
I'm pretty sure we watched it religiously, and if we didn't, we definitely owned the VHS or the VHSs. And there was a bit of a resurgence with one of my high school friends because it was 2001, as you said, so I was still in primary school and that. And then in, I think, year 7 and 8, maybe even year 9, it might have been when it first came on DVD or on YouTube or something. I remember it kind of came back and we were into it. Then the strangest thing that happened for me is that when I was teaching in Lithgow 2 years ago, whatever that was, there was a group of kids in like my year, back then year 9 and year 10 class, like they turned into year 10, who loved All Aussie Adventures.
Right.
So like that's a massive generational gap. They would have been, I don't even know if they were born.
They would have been very young.
No, they wouldn't have. They might not have been born because they're 18 now. Oh, so they could have been. They might have been 1 year old.
Yeah.
But so I had this wonderful thing of reliving all my favourite All Aussie Adventures stuff.
Gotta love it.
Catchphrase. It's time to hit the road.
Time to hit the road.
It's always time to hit the road.
Always. Nah, yeah. Most of the time.
Theme song. All Aussie Adventures. Pack up your swags. Let's go.
It's all you. I don't
remember. I think I got it around the wrong way. But yeah, All Aussie Adventures. There's pack up your swag. Let's go. It's time to hit the road.
Yeah.
And has a whip crack in it.
Oh yeah. He often likes to display his whip cracking as well.
He's got whip cracking skills.
He does.
If you haven't seen it, you've got to watch it.
Give it. I think there's probably some. At least there's a few clips up on YouTube.
I think I feel like there was a point in time when all of season 1 and season 2 was on YouTube.
Yeah. You
If
track it down.
I'll mail you the DVD. But I am very excited for 7:30 tonight.
Indeed.
We're recording this on Sunday. This is going to be released just
After.
before or just after.
Yeah.
We'll post about it after. I am giddy with excitement.
I can see that.
Half an hour of pure bliss on a Sunday.
Bloody good time.
I'm already stressed about the fact that in 2 weeks I don't think I'll be in front of a TV screen at 7:30 on a Sunday. So can you record it on the VCR, please?
I honestly don't know how to do anything on that TV.
Just on the VCR. I'll buy a VCR.
Yeah, please do.
But so it's going to be good, and we'll share our thoughts in the next episode on how that went.
We'll
But
give it an update.
we've got some. Tim doesn't know this yet, but we've got some yowies up there.
I did see them on the kitchen bench. Didn't mention it. I thought I'd let you tell me, but
How do you know? Just because I bought 4 yowies doesn't mean it's one for everyone
I
in the
never
house.
thought they were for me. Oh, they're for me? Ah! Sorry, is that me?
All
Yeah.
4 of them. But so we're going to sit down with some yowies, watch some Russell Coight. It's going to be bloody brilliant. It's going to be time to hit the road.
Time to hit the road.
Pack up our swags. Let's go.
Let's go.
Eco, yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Eco-friendly.
Let's go.
It's very much. I think I think you're right. I didn't think about it. That it's very much what this show is in TV form,
Yeah.
which kind of ruins our chances at our TV series.
That's fine. He can have it. I'll give it to Coity.
Maybe we could work. Would you prefer to work collaboratively with Russell or with Glenn?
I don't know. I guess Russell's got the name and the fame.
Russell does have the name and the fame, but I feel like Glenn's a bit more. I feel like Russell would be a very creative type to work with. He's a bushman.
Yeah.
He's a traveler. He's a highwayman.
This is true.
So it could be hard. Whereas I think Glenn could be a bit more down to earth.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think Glenn lives in Victoria, so we might be able to catch up with him.
Oh, maybe Glenn come over for dinner one night.
Yeah, come over for dinner. No, seriously, it's a great show. Definitely watch it. And as you can tell, Tim and I enjoy it greatly. And if you Google it, if it says anything about Glenn Robbins and Russell Coight looking similar, or even, I don't want to say it, even being the same.
Yeah. It's a bit rude, really.
Remember those people that talked about Australia not existing and flat earthers? They're the same people that think that Glenn Robbins and Russell Coight are the same people. It's bloody ridiculous.
Rudeness. Absolute rudeness.
Tim.
Yep.
What have you got on that computer screen aside from pornography?
That's pretty much it, actually. Let me close all of these windows. There's so many windows open. Fuck.
That one's been there for 3 weeks.
How can somebody watch this much? No, I actually have a letter, a physical letter.
Oh, yeah. That's
on
nice.
my laptop.
Wait, do you want me to do some Foley work?
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, thank you. Yep. Okay.
can't wait to edit
Let me
that.
read this. Let me read this to you. G'day, gents. Sean's the name. Sean. I am writing... Yeah, funny stuff.
Did he write Sean's a name and then Sean?
No, I was just repeating the name, Sean.
Don't improvise, Tim.
I am writing in to grab some dadvice off you. I've got a big party coming up, but I'm not sure how I'm supposed to invite people. Everyone's on Facebook, but I don't use it. I feel like if I send out a paper invitation, people will think I'm a drongo, though.
Oof.
And calling everyone is a bit much. Any advice on how I can let everyone know, number 1, about the party, and number 2, what they're supposed to bring? I don't want everyone to bring French onion dip, only a couple of people. Cheers, fellas. Cheers, fellas. Sean.
Only 3.
Yeah. You need a lot of
Oh, you need
French
a lot of
onion,
French
but you don't
onion.
need everyone to bring it.
No. Yeah, you need a lot of Black Swan.
Yeah.
So Sean's having a party.
He doesn't have Facebook.
No, who does?
And he's a bit reticent to use the phone or to send out paper invites like in the
think
old
about the
days.
phone bill he's going to rack up if he
Yeah.
calls everyone.
So what does he do?
I think take a note from the great Australian movie The Blues Brothers. Drive through the town, big megaphone, just your friends' houses,
Yep.
call out and let them know.
Probably a good idea, yeah.
And make sure you write on the list beforehand who's bringing the French onion dip, because again, you don't want to get to everyone's house and say, just bring the French onion dip. Because
Yeah.
And, divvy it up. French onion dip, bit of cob loaf. Then you got variety.
Yep.
Some jats.
If I was to say what he should do, I'd say maybe after work, you're in a bit of a rush, but you do need to go into Coles, and you've got to get in and out as quickly as possible. Make that your goal to get in and out as quick as possible, because you're going to see everyone in there if that's what you want.
Yeah.
And they're going to all want to talk, use that time to invite them. So go
That's
in
good.
with the intention of getting in and out, because that's when you're going to see everyone. That's when you can just invite them in person.
Yeah.
Done.
Don't plan to book something in
Yeah,
that means that you have to be in and out of there in 10 to 15 minutes.
absolutely.
Because you're going to be there for about 45.
Yeah.
Invite, and you'll see some people from high school that you don't really want to invite, or some friends' kids that you'll make them feel uncomfortable by saying, "Oh, do you remember me?" And they say no.
Yeah.
And you can invite them along. Tell your parents to come to the party, and they'll say okay, and then it'll be a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good route to go. Otherwise, smoke signals.
Off the barbie. If
Yeah.
you start the barbecue up,
Yeah.
they'll smell it.
Have you got a hood? Of course you got a hood. What am I saying?
Yeah.
Lift your hood and send some smoke signals. Is there a fire ban on? No, it's winter. No fire ban,
Yeah,
so
we're
just
good.
go
We're
for
good
it.
at the moment.
The fire danger at the moment is just very high, which is our lowest rating.
Yeah.
So that's
Light
fine.
it up. That's what I've always said.
Smoke signals, the shops, the megaphone. Write it on a stone.
Yep.
Just like on the stone, write Sean, is it? Sean's house, 7 to 8 p.m. Not everyone bring French onion dip.
Yeah. Only some people.
And throw it through your friends' windows,
Yeah.
because that's a bit of fun.
Yeah.
They'll go, "Oh my God, someone's trying to rob us," and they'll be like, "Oh, it's an invitation to Sean's
Fucking
house."
classic Sean.
That's such a Sean thing to do.
Yeah. Every time he has a party, he vandalizes our property, and it's such a Sean thing to do.
Yeah, it's a bit strange that we got these big bay windows because he's just going to smash them all.
Yeah.
There you go, Sean.
Yeah, cheers, Sean. Thanks for writing in physical form on my laptop. I really appreciate it, mate.
How do you do party invites without Facebook?
I guess that was the whole question we just had.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know,
think
but
you
like-
can anymore. It's
No.
very difficult.
Because I'm about to have to do 2, I think, just to be able to get a group of people in my vicinity to celebrate my own rotation of the sun.
Yes, of which that's coming up shortly, isn't it?
Yeah. Some would say much shorter than I thought. I have one day
Yes, yeah, that's true.
before I age again.
On the Tuesday.
On the Tuesday,
That's-
the Lord's Day.
Yeah.
I'll be 26 in number, which means in leap years,
Some bloody
I'll
congratulations.
be 26.
Yeah, nice. So next week, you'll
I'll
be a
be-
different age.
I will be. And the show will change because Tim and I will be close to the same age.
Yes.
Be a year apart
For a short period of time.
for 4 months.
4 months.
Check that maths out. So it'll be a little bit more adult. A lot of politics next week.
Yeah.
Stocks, ASX, Dow Jones, AUD,
Yep.
TT, BBC. Not like BBC is in British Broadcasting, not the other BBC.
Oh, yeah. Obviously. Talkback radio, that sort of thing.
Yeah, 2GB.
Yeah.
It'll be a cracker next week. Next week, we're going to have to find something to talk about that isn't a human being.
We've spoken about humans.
We had Ned, then we had Fanny, then we had Dick. Now we've got Coight.
Yep.
It's all happening.
All of those things.
So tune in the past
Yep.
from when you listen to this at 7:30 Australian Eastern.
Standard time.
Are we standard time or daylight time right now? Standard time.
Yeah.
Standard
Australian
time.
Eastern Standard Time, but daylight.
7:30 Channel 10, and watch Russell Coight's All Aussie Adventures. I believe is what they're calling it this time.
Aye.
It's going to be a cracker. Tim's super excited to sit around and watch it with me.
Yeah, definitely. Probably be practicing Japanese while I watch, but
Jeez, don't need to yell it.
I thought
Probably work on that.
That's how you speak Japanese. You yell everything you say.
I have heard that the Japanese are very yelly.
Yeah. No, I'll watch it. I'll give it a gaze.
Speaking of Japanese, though, Elise and I went to Daiso today, which for those of you that don't know what Daiso is, it is an Asian mega. Is it a mega store? It's not huge, but like they don't just sell food; they sell everything.
Yeah, they sell everything.
And everything in there is $2.80 unless specified.
Yeah.
And every time I come out of there like an old man, I go, I just can't believe everything was $2.80. Because today I got 2 notebooks.
Yeah.
We got 2 toothbrush holders, those little ones. We got a toothpaste squeezer.
Nice.
I got a new belt.
Beautiful.
And Elise got peach flavored Coca-Cola.
Oh.
Now the Coca-Cola was $3 something, obviously, but literally everything else was $2.80.
The word for peach is momo. Momo.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
But
There you go. That's me learning.
and in the belt realm, I've got a belt on now that I got it just before I started teaching, and it's now been nearly 16 weeks something of me teaching. The belt hasn't fallen apart; it's just looking a bit ratty. So I bought another one. I could buy a new belt every 16 weeks, and in a year I would spend like $15 on a belt.
That maths doesn't quite work out. But yes, I get what you're saying.
Doesn't it?
I don't know.
They're $2.80 a belt, Tim.
$2.80. Yeah, actually, maybe about $50.
Yeah. Do you want me to get you a $2.80 belt?
It's not important. Look, it's Sunday.
Whereas Yowies are bloody $3 at Kmart.
Ugh,
It's ridiculous.
trying to rip us off.
If one of us gets a glow in the dark Yowie toy and you don't give it to me, I will hurt you and have a tantrum.
Yep, sure, why not?
Saw a kid at the shops. This is the last story I'll tell you. So 2 kids at the shops. One threw a tantrum. That was good.
Yep.
Second kid at the shops was walking in the car park with his mum holding her hand. And he just bit her hand.
Oh, makes sense.
Kids are the worst.
Sometimes you got to let mum know. Don't fuck around.
It's like with a dog where you got to bite them on their ear, let them be dominant. You got to bite your mum on her hand, let them know that you're dominant.
Yeah, I'm in charge here.
I'm the alpha child. Good stuff. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, the website, and the Gmails.
Yes.
Get into our Facebook group, Yeah G'day Fans.
Have a chat at us.
Because in the coming days, some would say in the next 2 to 3 days when Tim and I actually work it out, there will be a competition and there will be a prize.
Hi.
That's yes, not saying hello to me.
Yes.
I'll translate for
It's
Tim.
kind of both, yeah.
So it's going to be, that'll be good. And you'll probably miss it if you're not in the group because that's where things are popping off. Off the chisane.
It's hip hop happening.
Yeah, it sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Cool.
Thanks as always to Teylor Smirl for our wonderful cover art.
And Curtis Fernance of the Fern Tree Music for introduction music. Bloody well done. Cheers, mate.
Good on you, mate. Yeah, thanks, mate.
Yep.
Go out there and do good. Tim?
Yeah.
It's time to hit the road.
Let's hit it.
Yeah, g'day, Tim.
Yeah, g'day, Leon.
Yeah, g'day, everyone.
Yeah, g'day, everyone. Catch you on the flippity flop.
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to auscastnetwork.com for details.